Assalamu alaikum. As you can tell by the title of this video, we're gonna get into why I, as a second wife, encourage my husband to have a third and fourth wife. Before we get into the details, the visuals that you are seeing is my journey from Dallas to New York on the Greyhound, and you will also be seeing me becoming a second wife. With that being said, let's get into the details. So, being in the Muslim community, we are allowed to have a poly marriage. Men are allowed up to 4 wives. With that being said, the wives have rights, and one of them is there has to be fair treatment among each wife. For example, if the first wife gets an allowance, the second wife gets the same amount of allowance, and etc. Consent in asking for additional wives is not a must, but it is recommended so you can have peace among your home. Okay, history has it in a way to where there was protection and security in women in certain social conditions. In certain countries, the first wife is recognized as the only wife. In other countries, all of the wives are considered as legal wives. Being a wife to a husband has multiple effects and positivity things. Having a husband with multiple wives in the Islam community comes with rights and responsibilities, expectations, justice, and fairness. From the husband, some of our rights as a wife to our husband is to protect the home by praying 5 times a day. Also, the husband is obligated to provide for his wife's financial needs, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care. Even if she has her own wealth, we also have our rights to kind treatment, okay? Islam stresses that a wife must be treated with kindness, love, and respect, and encourages the husband to live with their wives on fair treatment rights. So if the husband has more than 1 wife, he has 2 wives or 3 wives, and he makes the decision to have us in separate homes, he has to split that time equally with all of us, okay? With that being said, okay, her dignity and honor are to be respected, and she must be protected from harm. As wives has the right emotionally and physical intimacy, both spouses are encouraged to maintain balance and also have rights to seek knowledge and personal growth. Islam encourages both men and women to seek knowledge. A wife has the right to pursue education, personal development, and spiritual growth. A wife has the right to inheritance. Since a wife has the right to inheritance from her husband's estate according to Islam inheritance and laws. If you're thinking about becoming a wife, I highly suggest understanding your rights in the Islam community. Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here because I've been hearing a lot of misconceptions, and one of those misconceptions that I've been hearing is becoming a wife in a poly marriage. The second wife is less important than the first wife. And as I stated before, that's just not true. We have our rights in the Islam community to be treated fairly. Moving on, the other hearsay misconception that I've heard is additional wives are homewreckers, as if being an additional wife causes disturbance in the first marriage. This idea is mostly fueled by jealousy, fear, and cultural stigma rather than Islamic principles. And Islam poly is intended to serve the needs of social, and men are instructed to handle the responsibilities of marriage with care and fairness to ensure harmony, not destruction. Another I hear is the first wife must approve the second wife. While in culture norms and some Muslim communities may require the first wife consent before the husband marries the second wife, that is not a religious requirement. In Islam, as I stated before, it is not a must, but it is recommended because you do want peace among your homes, okay? Another one is poly is only benefiting men. This one is a big one, and I suggest that poly is solely, and it's suggested that poly is solely male privilege in Islam, neglecting the potential benefits for women, such as providing care, support, and security, especially in cases where a second wife can help someone who is vulnerable, or single mother. Poly is framed in a way that benefits the whole family structure, including women under fair conditions, and then in some cases where the first wife cannot bear children. It is not encouraged for self-indulged purposes. Let me say this again. It is not encouraged for self-indulged purposes, okay? My overall take has been, my husband has been very supportive of my goals and what I want to achieve, and he's been nothing but selfless to me and to the first wife and our kids. He treats us with well and fair treatment, plenty of love and care, and I want him to achieve everything he wants to achieve, and I want to encourage that and build on that, and I want to include a third and fourth wife. So anything my husband wants, I'm not going to stand in his way. I'm going to encourage him, keep peace in his heart, and pray for him. I will also like to add, being an additional wife has many positives. For example, a sense of motherhood with your co-wife, shared responsibilities, expanding family, security, and stability, opportunities for growth, fulfillment, and divine guidance. A new life approached with a right mindset and mutual respect. The role of a second wife can carry profound beauty, offering a wrenching, supportive, and spiritual reward. Experience within the framework of Islamic teachings. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, comment, like, share, and subscribe. Assalamu alaikum.